Hello and welcome back to Mark's House and Garden UK. How to measure a pond for a pond liner is what I'm going to be covering in this video. But before I get started on that, let me give you a little bit of a background story. If you've been following my channel, you'll know that I am in the process of converting this, the wildlife corner of my garden, into a Jurassic jungle garden. It's always going to have wildlife at its focus, but I want to make it slightly different. It was a little bit too open plan and two-dimensional. So I'm going to create an enclosed garden room, and the way I'm doing that is by introducing 3 new ponds. There's one there to my right, one behind me, one over there to my left. They've already been dug. I showed you them being dug using my neighbour's mini digger. The spoil or the soil from in those holes has gone on the edge there to create these lovely mounds, and into those mounds I'm going to plant Jurassic jungle style plants with big leaves. And incidentally, if you've got any ideas for big leaf plants that would suit a Jurassic jungle garden, do pop them in the comments box below this video. Now I'm at the stage now where I can order the pond liner and the underlay. I'm going to be going to a company called pondkeeper.co.uk because they were very supportive last year. They provided the pond liner for this pond, so I have got some loyalty to them and I will be supporting them again. Now, how do you go about measuring a pond? Quite deep, these holes, as you can see, up to my hip almost, nearly a metre deep. There's a simple formula for measuring out a pond liner, and basically what you go is a width plus twice the depth plus a bit, and times the length plus twice the depth plus a bit, and that plus a bit is just a little bit of tolerance. And if you follow that little simple formula, it doesn't really matter even if you've got ledges, that formula will work because the vertical bits and the ledges always add up. So let me demonstrate that in practice, and I'll bring the camera a little bit closer and I'll measure this hole in front of your eyes using that formula. You can't buy a flexible pond liner, perfect, exactly right, to fit in a regular shape. So inevitably you'll be buying a rectangular piece and you'll be making it fit. So I need to know how big the biggest rectangular piece will work for this hole, and I will apply the same technique to the other 2 holes. I'm going to do it now in front of you so you can see a working calculation take place. Now you can see this has a curve to it. Let's talk about the length first. That curve there, because it's closer to the centre of the circle, is shorter than that curve. If I were to use that measurement, I'd run down to pond liner on this side. So as I said before, you need the maximum length. So my maximum length will be around that edge of the circumference. The maximum depth, well, by eye I can see that kind of around here the pond is at its deepest. So I shall put a level across and I shall measure down. 85 centimetres is the maximum depth for this pond. So the maximum depth will be the same maximum depth I use for both the width and the length. But the width will be different to the length. Where is this pond at its widest? That's where it will be its maximum width, around about here. So again, we shall measure across. That's 1.6 metres, believe it or not. Doesn't look it to my eye, but it is 1.6. Let's do the calculation. The width is 1.6 plus twice the depth. The depth was 85 centimetres, that's 1.7 plus 1.7 plus some tolerance, because you don't want to be panicking at the edges. So I'm going to add half a metre on both sides. That's 1 metre plus a metre. So that's 1.6 plus 1.7. That's 3 metres, no, 3.3 metres. I'm going to do this longhand. 1.6 plus 1.7 plus 1. 7 plus 6 is 13, carry 1. 4.3 metres, would you believe it? This pond is going to require a pond liner 4.3 meters wide. And that's just one of the dimensions. Let's follow the same process for the length. I've already mentioned it, I'm going to reiterate myself. This is our maximum length around the back here. So we're going to measure that using a steel rule all the way around the back. And we will find that we have 6.5. So 6.5 is our maximum length. Now when I put the pond liner in, it'll concertina a bit because it'll have to fold. I'll deal with that fold when I install the pond liner. Let's write that down before I forget it. The maximum length is 6.5 plus twice the maximum depth, that was 1.7, plus a metre, 50 centimetres either end for tolerance. So 7 plus 5 is 12, 2 down, 1 to carry, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, 9.2 metres, that's quite a big liner, isn't it? So we've got 4.3 by 9.2. I think we're going to round that up, but we'll see when we look at the website and we see whether they have standard widths and standard lengths or whether you can order it to size. But we've got 4.3 times 9.2. Now, there's a saying in carpentry, isn't there? Measure twice, cut once. So I am now going to put that to one side without looking at it and measure again. Measure twice, cut once. So I shall measure it twice to check my measurements and then order the liner.